In this video, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to multiply polynomials, in this case 2 binomials together. The first way is the horizontal method. So if we were to rewrite the problem, x plus 3 times 4x minus 2, what we're going to do is what I call split and keep. Okay, so when we do horizontal, we're going to split up the x plus 3. So we're going to take the first term of the binomial x times the entire second binomial. Then we're going to take the sign of the second term, which is plus 3, times, again, the binomial. So we split this up into 2 parts, and then we keep the second binomial. And then in this step, we would use distribution. So x times 4x would be 4x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. 3 times 4x is positive 12x. And then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. So then we would combine like terms, and we're combining terms based on their exponent degrees. So a degree of 2 would combine, a degree of 1 would give us a positive 10x, and then our constants are combined, and that gives us our final answer. Now, the second way is called vertical, and this would be very similar to multiplying 2-digit numbers together. So if we had 23 times 13, one way that most people have learned is you do 3 times 3 and then 3 times 2. And then we do 1 times 3 and 1 times 2. And then we would add up those values. We're going to do the same thing here, except now we have some variables. So negative 2 times positive 3 is a negative 6. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Now we're going to space here, and we have 4x times 3 gives us a positive 12x, and then 4x times x would give us 4x squared. Now we just vertically add, and we get 4x squared plus 10x minus 6, which is the same exact answer we got using this method. And we should get the same answer with all these methods. All right, for table, what we're going to do is take one term and split it up on top, and make sure the sign of the second goes with that particular. So here we have 4x, and then the minus 2, the negative goes with the 2 in this case. So now we do 4x times x, which gives us 4x squared. 4x times 3 gives us 12x. Now the next box, we get negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times positive 3 is a negative 6. Now within our box, we're going to combine like terms. So here I have 4x squared. Here I have positive 10x. And then here I get negative 6. So these are 3 ways that work. They're not the most common, but they do come in, you do use them overall later on a lot more in various math skills. Now, the most famous of them all is FOIL. FOIL stands for first times first. So if you take the first term times the first term, we get 4x squared, and we write that down. Right? The outside stands for the O, outside times outside. So I do x times negative 2, and that gives me a negative 2x. I stands for inside. So the 2 values inside here we multiply, and we get a positive 12x. And then the L stands for last, which is the 2 values that are last times last, and that gives us a negative 6. Now at this step, we would combine any like terms based on their degrees. So in this case, we would get the same answer. Okay. Now FOIL can be used, a modification of that can be used if we have a binomial times a trinomial. Okay, so what we do in this case is we take, I'll start with the last, and I'm going to multiply it by every single term in the trinomial. So I have 3 would multiply by those 3 terms. So 3 times 2x gives us 6x. 3 times negative 6x squared. This would give me a negative 9x, and then a positive 3. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with x. So I do x times 2x gives me 2x squared. x times, negative 2x cubed. X times negative 3x would give me a negative 3x squared. And then an x times 1 would give me a positive x. Okay. Now this is a different problem from that, so our answer is going to be different. So now we would combine terms based on degree. So I have 2x cubed plus 3x squared. And this would be minus 8x plus 3. So this idea of FOIL can be used if we had 4 or 5 or 6 digits terms in that particular parenthesis. The same method works. Each of these parts gets multiplied by each of the parts in the parentheses. So hopefully this helps you out.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday.